Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome to another Trip Your Boy video. This video is about our power, and it's about how we could actually lose our power and completely lose the fight, and how it's going to be a matter of years. Max, I don't know about max, but 5 years sounds like it feels like it's going to be less than that. I think within 5 years, we won't even have I think it's going to be borderline impossible to stand up for ourselves and actually make a change. Because within 5 years, AGI will be it's probably already AGI is probably already here, but within 5 years it'll be actually integrated into our everyday lives more than it is. And that means, by 2040, Elon Musk says that there's going to be more robots than aliens. I said aliens. More robots than people. And within a couple years, AI will completely take over our jobs. So, and what I'm saying is, actually, you can look up these things are happening. Look up the experts. Look up the people at the top of artificial intelligence, and you will see that everything I just said is correct. And when that happens, we will not be able to change. We will not be able to form any sort of revolution, any sort of rebellion. We won't be able to make any impact on our masters, and we will not be able to change any laws, anything like that. Because when the robots come, Elon Musk said there will be more robots than people by 2040. That doesn't mean that in 2040, there's just magically going to be robots everywhere. It's going to be gradual, and it will happen quickly. And they are making new warehouses and new factories, and Elon Musk is making new robots. It's spreading. It's spreading. So what the fuck are we going to do when this system cracks down on us harder, like it has been for the past 50 years at least? More rules, more programs. What is a group of people going to do when we literally cannot form any groups? We cannot form any sort of rebellion, any sort of revolution, any sort of union, any sort of anything, when there are more robots than humans. Who are these robots controlled by? The 1%, the 0.00001%. Do you think they want any revolution and change? No. It's us. We the people start the revolution and the change to affect the 1%ers, so that they have to create new laws, or they have to create the changes, or at least to the point where they can't stop us from creating the changes. That won't be possible anymore when they are in control of fucking robots. And when they are in control of all of the fucking systems, and they're in control of a lot of systems, but imagine when they are in control of every single possible system that's important, that humans have a hand in. When they are 100% in control of all of that, and that is coming within the next few years, we are fucking doomed. We are doomed. So now that that's said, now that it's said and it's known, We only have a few years, or else we are all fucking doomed. We are all 100% or 99% at their will, at their mercy, for them to do whatever the fuck they want with us. And we cannot change anything. When they have 10 billion robots, I think Elon Musk said 10 billion robots by 2040, that can stop anybody, can stop any group of humans. And they have artificial intelligence, mass surveillance, which they already have mass surveillance, but it's going to be even worse. We only have a few years before that, and it's already coming into effect. So with that said and that known, the next problem, and the biggest problem actually, is that not nobody, because I don't know, maybe there's more people like me, but not anyone that I've seen, that I've interacted with, that I've even seen online. I've even doom scrolled and seen. I've never seen anybody, unless they're in secret. Nobody actually, genuinely thinks that they could change it. What the fuck? Nobody thinks that they can change it, and that's the problem. And even if you thought that you can't, that you probably won't change it. And even if you think that you can't change it, if you know it will get worse, and you know there's no hope after a certain amount of time, what's the fucking point? Well, you might as well just try anyways. And you either pull off the impossible, or you die trying. And that's better than dying being a fucking slave. Or killed. For no reason. Oh my god, look at that look at those dogs. Anyways, so we need I'll say this. I went to a protest today, and I talked to some people, and I talked to one person who has been protesting for the past 30 years, and he worked for the federal government, and he sued the federal government because they fired him, and he won some money. This guy worked for the federal government. He started a union. He formed a union. This guy is powerful, or was powerful, and now he's at this protest that happens every Friday in Natomas, the corner of Del Paso and I think Truxell, 11:30 to 1:15. He's at this protest, and it's a little protest. Only a couple people there, or not only a couple, maybe like a 10 to 15 people. They're all or most of them are old retired people. Hold on. There's so much glass on this fucking bike trail, dude. So there's a few people at this protest, and I was talking to this guy, and I was talking to him about all this shit, I was basically asking him about protesting, and I was talking to him about what he would think we would have to do to change. And he just kept talking about how we need to get Congress, and we need to get the Democrats back in, and we need to get people voting. And I was like, what the fuck what are these people talking about? The Democrats are not going to do shit. And I said, well, what do you think about AI? And I talked to him about AI, and he said, oh, well, that's an existential problem. That's an existential problem. That's serious. And then he went back to he told me that that's he basically said that that's our biggest problem. And he basically said that Democrats, nobody's going to do anything to stop that. And neither side will. And he admitted that. And then I wanted to keep talking about this with him, about AI, and actually how can we make a change. And he kept going back. He kept going back to, oh, we need to change Congress, and we need to get people voting. He kept going back to that. Even though he knows, and we both know, Congress is not going to do shit about AI. No, nothing. There's nothing that the top people will do about artificial intelligence and how that's going to completely take over. And he just kept going back to that, and I kept talking to him, and I was like, he said something like, I don't know what, they got to do something. He kept saying they got to do something. Someone's got to do something, and I was like. I said, like, I don't think they're going to do anything. I think the only person who could do something is you. And I looked him in his eyes and I said, the only person that can do something is you. And he laughed. And he said, oh, look at that treehouse thing. That's so cool. What the freak? You see that thing? What the heck? Well, that's like some Resident Evil 4 type stuff. You see that boat right there? That's crazy. Hopefully you can see that. Anyways, he laughed at me, and he said, and he ended up saying that he didn't have power, he didn't have control, and he said that he can't change it. And that made me so fucking angry. I didn't yell at him or anything. He's a cool guy. He's a good guy. But that made me so fucking angry. And that is the worst enemy, is people thinking that they can't change anything. People thinking that they don't have power. And he ended up going back to like, oh well, you know, I'm doing something. I mean, I'm going to these protests. And it's just so fucking frustrating. And he admitted that, yeah, AI is probably going to destroy the world. He said, I'm sorry you live in this generation. It's like, fucking, like, why are you someone who thinks that you can't change anything? Why do you even fucking exist? Genuinely, why the fuck are you even here if you don't think you can change anything? And you know what? I don't blame these. I empathize with these people because I am partially one of these people. I've had moments where I thought, like, you know, the world is so fucked up. How am I going to change anything? And those are the moments where I'm closest to suicide. Those are the moments where I'm closest to, like, why the fuck am I even here? What is the point? Why, if I can't change how fucked up this world is, not only for other people, but because it's going to affect me, it is affecting me, and it will affect me dramatically very fucking soon. What is the point? Why would I even choose to go through that? And what the fuck is the point? If I know things are going to get worse for so many people, everybody, including the young people, and I don't want to change it? What? And I don't think I can change it? Why the fuck am I even here? Genuinely, and I don't have an answer for that. Oh, just to experience? That's bullshit. The fuck? And so, we need more people who not even think that they can change the world. Just people who know that trying is the best thing that they can do. Because I don't know if I can change the world. I used to think that I could change the world and I could do everything for until about a month ago or so, or maybe a couple weeks ago. And then I thought, you know what? And then I thought to myself, and I got fucking depressed as shit. And I thought, well, fuck, I might not be able to. And then the only other thing that kept me from fucking killing myself or just fucking my soul dying is I made this deal with myself, or I wrote it on my arm. I wanted to actually carve it into my arm, but I thought, okay, let's just wait until like some time until I'm like fucking rich or something, and then I could choose. And I could have a doctor buy me or something. And but I wrote on my arm, and I wrote. I forgot exactly what I wrote, but I wrote something along the lines of, the world will probably end. The world will probably end. Everyone will probably die or be more enslaved. I probably won't change that. And then I wrote, what's next, on my arm. And I wrote, I can try. Because that is the only thing that's the only thing that I can do. There's nothing else to do but try. Because the alternative is not trying. The alternative is not trying. And by not trying, that means you are willingly okay with the world ending, with people dying, with the amount of suffering, unfairness, and I don't say evil. I don't think evil exists, but the amount of maliciousness, the amount of intentional hurting that is happening to everybody that is not in that 1.1%. You are willingly okay with that, and you're willingly, not only are you okay with that, you are going along with that because you set the example for all of the people that see you. You set the example for every single person that sees you in person and online. So to not do anything about it and to just accept your fate or just try to block it out and stay in denial is fucking horrible. It's a horrible thing to do morally, and it hurts your soul because you shouldn't be doing that. You know that's the wrong thing to do, logically, morally, everything like that. We only have a few more years before we won't be able to do this, or it's going to be biblically hard to do, because we literally, not only will the robots physically stop us, laws will be incredibly more restricting and worse. Not only that, we're literally going to have neural links that will force us not to even have thoughts like that. It is impossible to have any sort of thoughts regarding fighting, regarding standing up for ourselves. That will be literally impossible because of the neural link. And if you think about it, why wouldn't they do that? Why would they not do that? Why wouldn't they do that? It's not because they can't. It's not because they don't have the resources. Because they might not be able to have the resources if we stand up, but we're not standing up. We're standing down. We're accepting our fate or living in denial. So why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they install neural links? Why wouldn't they why? Why do they need us? They obviously don't care about us. The answer is that that is what they would do. That is what they will do. Unless we make a change within the next 3 years and make a dramatic change. And it's something that, and what I learned talking with that guy is, he has the same mindset that a part of myself does, and most people do. And that mindset is that I can't really change it. I can't really change what's coming. I can't really stop what's coming. And so let's just live in denial about it. Let's just live in denial. Let's just focus on the things that are already in our lives, that is not completely in front of our faces. But when things do get worse, and when things get worse to the point where it's right in front of your face, when they come knocking, are you still going to have that same mindset? When you are forced to install the Neuralink, are you still going to have that same mindset? Because now it's in front of your face. And now you have to do it. Now it's no longer like you can live in denial about it. When it's right in front of you, what are you going to think then? This is something that we need to think about. The only answer is that that's a bad way of thinking. That is not a good way of thinking for ourselves. For ourselves individually, that is not a good way of thinking. Fuck other people. Fuck the other common people. Fuck for yourself, for your individual self, and your happiness, and your life, and your comfort, and your stressors. That is not the correct way of thinking. The correct way of thinking is to be scared. To understand that we are going to die. We're going to lose. We're going to be enslaved. We're going to be 100% controlled very, 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 very soon. Unless you do something. Unless you think you can do something. Or unless you think that you want to try at least. And I'm not saying join a protest, even though that is amazing. I'm saying join a protest, but don't forget about why you're joining the protest right after. Don't think that your job is done. What will change the world is not the people who join the protests. What will change the world is the people who start the protests. We need more people that start protests. We need more leaders, or more logical people who look at this plainly and be like, holy fuck, it is so fucked up that a person like me who has so little power is like the only hope. And I have so little power, so I'm probably not going to change this shit at all. But still, I'm the only one who actually is willing. We need more people who think like that. Because look, I'm not saying that most people are just followers or just like naturally like followers, naturally sheep. Even though I think we're all partly sheep and partly leaders as well. I'm saying people who are either inherently more leaders, which I don't really believe inherently stuff. I need people who are either more inherently leaders or more inherently or because of their circumstances, they're more leaders. We need more leaders. And I'm not and the thing about a leader is that I'm socially anxious as fuck. I was the weird kid in school, and I am the weird kid. I'm the weird kid. I was socially anxious. I ruminated about social interactions until I fucking was insane. I am the opposite of an extrovert. You don't have to, you can't say that, oh, I'm not charismatic, so I can't spread the word, and I can't start a protest, and I can't devote myself to changing the world. You can't say that. Because leaders are not just naturally, they're not naturally extroverts. They don't have to be extroverts. That's bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna breathe. Next point, that's part of it, is you need to devote yourself. You need people who you will devote yourself to saving the world. That's what we need. That's what you need. You need to devote yourself to saving the world. That is your main focus. Your main focus is saving the world. Not your job, because there's not going to be any fucking jobs. There's within years. None of your passions, none of your interests, none of what you want to do, not even the slave, what you are already on the path of doing. That will not even be available to you. So what the fuck? Our only way forward, if you want to live, I'm saying anything that you could possibly do is first, anything that you could possibly want to do, already on the path to doing, or could possibly do, first starts with making sure the world isn't completely taken over and completely fucked. So your first priority is to save the world. So devote yourself to saving the world. I'm not saying have laser focus, because I don't have laser focus. I'm saying try to get to a point where you have laser focus. Because I have addictions, I have fucking shameful things, I have things that I still want to do, still feel like I have to do even though I don't have to do them, that aren't really on the path of saving the world. I still have tasks and things and chores and shit. But I do not want to, because I know that it's not profitable. I know that it doesn't mean anything to still have these wants and things and addictions and chores and shit like that, shit that I have to do. I know that that's not profitable, and it won't mean anything, because the world will fucking end soon. And those things will not mean shit to me, because I will either be enslaved more, or I will be fucking dead. So I'm not saying just immediately stop doing all of your fucking habits and all of your fucking addictions and all of your fucking things that you feel like you have to do, or you're pressured by your family, or pressured by your friends, or pressured by society to do, or all of your interests. I'm not saying immediately stop that and be laser focused. I'm saying have stopping all of your addictions and stopping all of your things be your goal. Have that be your long-term goal, because you can't stop all of your addictions and everything at once, because I just want to save the world. And that's not how it works. I think it's extremely hard to do that, and I haven't been successful in doing that ever. But get yourself on the path of that, of getting rid of all of those external things, and get yourself on the path of focusing more and more and more and more and more, and being more and more and more and more passionate about saving the world, and excluding all of those meaningless things that won't matter if you don't save the world yourself. We need people like that, people who don't say, because if saving your world is your only goal, or you want it to be your only goal, then you can't realistically say that, I don't have the power to do that. Or you can't realistically say that, I have to do X right now, or I have to do X in a week, or my job wants me to do X, or my school wants me to do X. No, you'll be laser focused on changing the world. So yeah, that's the video. We only have a few more years. We need you. You are the only one who can save the world. Only you. So, okay, that's the video. I love you so much. Have an amazing life, death, and afterlife. Full of peace, love, joy, serenity, clarity, openness, happiness, selflessness, kindness, kindness, acceptance, purity, good energy, positive energy, everything good, and all of my love. Amen. 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 You're the only one who can change the world. It's not going to be anybody else. And people still do want to change the world. Am I recording? People still do want to change the world, but it's the chances. It's only going to happen if the maximum amount of people try, not try to follow, try to create protests, create words spreading out, create actions within the people. That's it. I love you so much. Family's not going to matter. Friends are not going to matter if we're all fucking dead or enslaved. Get that through your fucking brain. I love you. Bye-bye. Do something, please. Love you.